I'm one of the few mayors that has stood up and consistently voted against endorsing these projects and argued against endorsing these projects. Not because I don't believe these projects should not get done. They can get done, but if you're gonna use taxes to do these projects, make those people that utilize these facilities pay for these projects. For example, put a tax on every ticket going in the building. It's one of the things I suggested during the Q renovation that now we're seeing was built around smoke and mirrors. It's got a beautiful glass facade now, and it's a wonderful looking facility. All of the promises made for how we were gonna pay for that facility were built on smoke and mirrors. The Cavs aren't in the playoffs. They're not going anywhere near the playoffs in the near future. Yet the taxpayers are still on the hook for covering the bond expenses on that facility. So here's how you do it. I suggested this during the queue. The average ticket to get into the queue was about $150. It might have even been a little bit more than that. So my suggestion was put a tax on each of those tickets. Because look, most of the people using the facility aren't even from Cleveland. And I'm not talking just about Cavs games, I'm talking about everything going into that facility. Every entertainment event going into that facility, put a $4 or $5 surcharge. Look, you can scale this. So if your cheap seats are $40 to get into the queue, make that surcharge $2. But if you're one of the people paying $160 for a ticket, your surcharge might be $8. And if you're somebody paying $3,000 for a ticket, your surcharge might be, I don't know, $80. But do the math and find out a way to pay for these renovations with a usury tax on the people going into that building, because they're the ones using it. And although it generates economic value, arguably, that's the argument that's going to be made, that it's going to generate economic value for the region. That's fine, but let the people using the facility pay for it. That way, these good union jobs, temporary union jobs that are created to renovate these projects, can still get created. But the average taxpayer is not getting hammered in the process of renovating these projects. So the math doesn't add up. There is a way we can still do these projects. These are public facilities at this point, but that needs to be broken. We have to end the process and find a way to turn these facilities over to the billionaires that own them, but also work with Congress to end the extortion that occurs of the taxpayer in city against city against city, and municipality and state against state for these projects. There really is only a limited number of markets that these massive industries can be in because of their population centers. We happen to be one of the largest population centers in the country. We have 3 pro sports teams, which is pretty unique because we're one of the smallest communities to do that. Having said that, the taxpayer should not be on the hook for lining the pockets of a billionaire for entertainment purposes.